Making millions of dollars, and the victim's family have not partaken. None of those trusts took your clothes, gave you this. Took your language, gave you this.
100% way to survive jail or prison. Don't go.
Build your credit up. Why you need credit?
Then 12 years goes by and you don't even get a chance to go up for parole.
What was your like, I want to know personally, like what was your mindset during the time, like from the clips, when you know, like you say, you getting into this now, you meeting Ye, you getting signed, you know, you doing records with Jay and all them. How did it feel, you know what I'm saying, like coming from Virginia, your ascension, could you feel it? Could you feel like, you know, I'm elevating, I'm getting to that level where, you know, they not talking about Ye and Jay without saying Push too? Because I was just telling them earlier this morning, I was just listening to the radio and your name came up. Dude on the radio, he said, you know, album of the year, you know, he said, I like two albums of the year, man. My favorite. He said I can't pick one, but he said he like, you know, Kendrick Lamar, and he said Push.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now your name is here. Your name is up there with him. So how does, you know what I'm saying, how that make you feel?
Man, it just feels like, you know, hard work paying off. You know, even and while it was happening, you know, I never really looked at it as like I'm arriving because I'm working so hard. Like I'm like, you know, this is like a constant grind.
Right.
People just see or hear the end result, which is a song, but like, man, it's wild hours that you put into this music. It's late nights, it's early mornings, it's, you know, sometimes just being away from the family. You know, it takes a lot of focus. And while it's happening, it's sometimes it's confusing. It's a mess. Y'all don't see all of that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, the outcome is always good music. And then, you know, when you do get to sit back a little bit, then you and the projects come out and you hear the rumblings of the albums of the year and so on and so forth.
Right.
And being and your name being mentioned next to people like Kendrick Lamar and whoever.
That's amazing,
like,
man.
All of that is like, because, you know, artistically, man, I feel like we all fans of rap first.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when you're a fan of rap and you a rapper and you an artist, that don't really stop. That don't really go nowhere.
That's right.
Right.
So like, you know, I be looking at other artists like, damn, man, I wish I would have said that. Or damn, like, you know, and the people that you're mentioning are people that I can honestly say like, damn, I wish I had that song, or damn, he said that line. You know what I'm saying? But it's really good to be in those conversations.
What's your creative process? Do you get alone? Do you get by yourself, or you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a good question.
Yeah, what's your creative process? How do you know what I'm saying, go from, I know, like I said, it's a lot of work, but how do you go from your concept, your idea, to saying that I know the world going love this? You know what I'm saying?
You know, my process is it's changed a bit. Like, I feel like early in my career, I was so focused on having the best verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then having the best verse, everything was about the bars. It's about bar for bar for bar for bar for bar. And that has helped me. That has helped me, and that really, you know, gave me a stable fan base for people to love that when they hear that. These days, man, I become a student. And when I say that, I become a student more so than ever before, is because I allow myself to be produced by the producer.
Right.
See, what people don't realize is, like, I don't have a production bone in my body. Like, I don't know nothing about beats. I don't know how to do that. That's not my thing. And what you need to realize about producers is they hear things that you don't hear.
That's right.
They hear things, they know things. They like,
that's right.
You know, they making this music, and when they're making it, they hear where your voice is supposed to be. They hear where your voice is supposed to elevate, rise, inflect, and things like that. When you're a rapper and you just, all you know is this, like, you know, me, young me is just like, and I'm just trying to be the hardest. Like, it's cool, but you're really cheapening the process and the product.
That's right.
Because you got to make a marriage on these joints. And producers, that's what, not a beat maker, a producer, that's what a producer does. And I personally have, in trying to elevate and in, you know, in what people are saying about this album, you know, is that the It's Almost Dry album is that they can't tell if it's better than Daytona or not, but they can definitely tell that like the elevation and the ascension in my flows and things like that in the song making is different or elevated. And you know, at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to do. Just take you on that journey.
Right.
And see, when I look at when I was watching your career, it's parallel. Like one thing about Virginia artists, athletes, what have you, we're so hungry that when we get our shot, it's not just being happy being there. Like you can look at even with Iverson. He made it there, but every year he was getting better and better and put into that category.
Right.
Michael Vick, every year he was getting better and better. Pusha T, every year you was getting better and better pushed into that category. Missy, Timbaland, Pharrell, this is what, you know what I mean? So the legacy continues.
Right.
The Virginia artists that get on, every year you push into that little crowd.
Yeah.
That little crowd.
Yeah.
You understand me?
You know, that is, people always ask me where the pressure comes from. You know, if I ever feel pressure or if I'm ever like, you know, just under the gun, that's the only thing I feel pressure about in music is like being able, like, what's the next level or what's the higher height that I can get to. Because I personally believe that, you know, I'm proving that, you know, rap to me does not have to age out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like we've seen people, you know, we've seen people exist in rap. You know what I'm saying? And they're good and they've had long legacies, but they're existing at my age.
Get to a level where they just on the platform.
You know what I'm saying? But like to be competitive at this age, like really, like you still putting on the gloves. Like, and you really going out there for it.
And that goes to you nominated for Rap Album of the Year, right?
For the BET Awards, and then the Grammy nominations come out.
Congratulations!
You a lot.
We you know we going for that one.
So that's what I'm saying. So at the stage of your career now, and at the age you are now, to be nominated, you know what I'm saying? That's the ascension you talking about.
Yes, sir.
So it proves, like you say, you live and prove that, you know, it ain't no aging out. I'm getting better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this be your first nomination for a Grammy, right?
Not my first. This is my second one. This is my 2018 for Daytona.
Okay.
I got. I was nominated for Grammy Album of the Year.
Okay.
And I didn't take it home. But,
We here. You here. You gonna take it home this time, man? Because you know, like I say, I definitely listen to the album, man. It's definitely a classic, man. And like I say, people is talking about it. It's out there, you know. And like I say, I heard on the radio, I heard, you know, on social media, you know, everybody talking about it. So, you know, you definitely doing your thing. And I'm quite sure you don't plan on stopping.
No, sir.
Yeah, like, ain't no sense in it.
Just like my father on my dog. And millions of dollars and the victim's family have not partaken. None of those props took your gold, gave it. Took your language, gave it.
100% way to survive jail or prison. Don't go.
Until you credit up why you need credit.
Then 12 years goes by and you don't even get a chance to go up for parole.
Supposed to die so many times, guess that's my afterlife. A lot of shit ain't work for me.